Hi, Nikki from Nikki Homes, and thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be talking through my top tips on how to get great tenants for your rental property so you can achieve results just like this. So how do you get tenants that appreciate and love your property just like that? Well, first of all, you need to look at presenting your property. How you present your property will encourage the type of people that you're looking to rent it. So we would advise presenting it to a very high standard. If you present it well, people will look after and care for that property in the same way. If you present it badly, you give the impression that you don't care about that property so much, you don't really care how the tenant treats that property so much, and therefore that's the kind of tenant that you're going to encourage. A lot of it can be down to yourself. Even if you are using a letting agent, make sure that they are presenting the property to the best possible light. We like to, especially if it's a long-term tenancy, repaint every property throughout once a tenant leaves. It just freshens it up and again gives it a nice, clean, fresh appearance, makes it easier for checkouts to see any errors, but also it gives that tenant that feel that property is being well looked after and well cared for, and they will care for it in return. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is make sure that you're getting the correct referencing. Now, if you're referencing it yourself, make sure that you are checking that they are previous landlord and they are their employer, not just somebody they've Googled on the internet or a friend down the road they've given you your number for. You may laugh at me, but it does happen. So make sure that they have got correct referencing in place and from the actual people that you need it from. So that is tip number two. If you are using a letting agent, make sure your letting agent is doing their due diligence. So your letting agent, I will share you a guide which you can download if you click on the link below, or if you click onto our website, there's a guide there on the 12 questions that your letting agent should be asking every tenant or every applicant for your property. But make sure if you're using a letting agent that they are correctly referencing your tenants. So make sure that they are going through the full referencing process. We recently had a story where I had one of our own properties and one of our own tenants, and they had been smoking in the property, so they had to leave because they'd broken the clause of their tenancy agreement. Now they applied for a new property, which is fine, fair enough. The new people contacted me, it was another agent. They asked for a reference, which they asked us to fill in online. They never asked in that reference whether A, they had broken any clauses in their tenancy agreement, or B, whether we would re-let the property to them. Now I couldn't advise them that they had broken a clause in their tenancy agreement because there was no option there for me to do so. So make sure that if you're using an agency, that they're using the top of the range referencing company, and if not, go and check your letting agent. If you're using us, we use the top referencing company in the UK. Yes, it's expensive, but again, you get what you pay for, and in the day my assets are safe, and that's what I want to know. And tip number three would be, if you know the tenant and you know where they were previously, I like to be a little bit of a stalker, sorry. But having our own assets, I understand the value of good referencing and good tenants. So if they have been renting previously and you know that previous address, if that property is now on Rightmove and it has current images of that property, go and check it out. Go and check that property out and make sure that you can see what they looked after that property like if it's got current images. It can pay dividends, to be honest with you. So I would go and have a look on there. Tip number four would be check their social media. Yes, I know we sound a bit crazy again, stalker alert, but you know, it makes a difference. If they say they don't smoke, or if they say they don't have any pets, and then you go on social media and there's pictures of dogs everywhere, or a cat, or them smoking, then you get an idea of what they're actually like. So do a little bit of social media stalking. Obviously ask for their bank accounts, check their bank account and see if they've got anything going out. I mean, if they've got stuff going out to pets at home and they say they haven't got a dog, well, why are they sending stuff out to pets at home? Do basic stuff like that, really. And my final tip, number five, is good old common sense. Go with your gut. Talk to people, get to know their story, find out why they're moving, what's making them move, how long they're looking to rent for. See if you get along with them and just go with your gut. Your gut 90% of the time will always tell you the reality. And touch wood, I've been doing this for 15 years and we've only ever had one tenant that we've had to go through court proceedings with. So that's not too bad in my opinion after 15 years. So go with your gut. That's my 5 top tips on how to get a great tenant for your property. And if you click on the link below, we'll show you the guide for the 12 questions your letting agent should be asking any applicants on your property. See you later. Bye.